Hi guys, I'm really excited for today's video. I joined Tom's of Maine and their Less Waste Challenge. Tom's of Maine is a natural care product company. They make things like toothpaste, deodorant, toothbrushes, dental floss, things like that. A lot of you probably use their products or have seen them in their grocery stores. And they put on a challenge for us. And the challenge is to reduce waste by at least 1 pound per week through the month of April, and hopefully it will continue on from there. We waste so much. In America, it's 250 million tons a year. That is so much waste. And there are so many things that we can do to recycle, to upcycle, to reuse things. And I wanted to share some ways that we recycle and reduce waste in our home. Some of these things I have already mentioned on my channel and we have been doing for a long time, and I wanted to give you a few other ideas. I will leave a link to the Tom's of Maine Less Waste Challenge so that you can join too. One of the first things that you may think of when you think about reducing waste is recycling, and I am a huge fan of recycling. We recycle as much as we possibly can. This is our recycling bin, and thankfully they pick it up once a week. So you can recycle things like plastic junk. You can recycle all types of things, paper and boxes from golf balls. We have cans in here, so you just rinse them out, throw them in your recycling bin. Think about boxes that you get in the mail or from FedEx or Amazon. You can break those down and stick them in your recycling bin, or you can reuse them if you need to mail something out. Keep all of that packaging so that you have it in order to mail things. You can also reuse larger boxes. So we redid our floors when we moved into our home, and we had tons of boxes that all of the flooring came in. We recycled most of it, but we also kept some of these so that we have something to put down when we do, say, like a painting project or a DIY project, so that we don't get paint on the garage floor or around the house. We also keep this large basket in my husband's office so that when he is going through mail or we get catalogs or whatnot that we don't want to use, we can just easily toss it in this basket. So it's so simple to throw it in this basket and then put it in the recycling bin, which is out in the garage, before they come to pick it up. You want to make it simple. It's just as easy as throwing it in the garbage can if you have a place for your recyclables. I think it's wonderful to teach your children to recycle as well. One thing to make it easy for your children to recycle is to keep a small plastic bin next to your garbage can, and that will give them a visual reminder to recycle, because we keep our large recycling bin out in the garage, and if you have small children, they might not remember to go and take things outside if that's where you keep your large recycling bin. But if you have just a small bin next to your garbage can, and especially if you have the recycle symbol on it, it will hopefully remind your children and perhaps you to put things in the recycle bin instead of the garbage can. There are so many plastic containers that we get that we can reuse. So be thinking about ways that you can reuse all those things that you get from the grocery store. Coffee containers are great organizers. You could put your kids' markers, colored pencils, crayons in there. You could also use these in your garage for things like nuts and bolts and screws. Really, these can hold a lot of different things. You could even get creative and take the sticker off and make your own label. These apple containers from Costco are wonderful for storing your Christmas ornaments. So just really be thinking about all of those plastic containers and ways that you can reuse them. Baby wipe containers are also great for organizing all kinds of things. You can use them for sorting blocks or Legos or game pieces or just so many things. So be thinking about those before you toss them in the garbage. Just think if you have a way to reuse them. Another way that we reduce waste in our home is to use cloth or linen napkins rather than paper napkins or paper towel. So we have quite a few linen napkins, and we have been doing this for about 2 years, and I am sure that it has reduced quite a bit of waste. We just keep them in a drawer at the end of our island to make it easy for everyone to grab. Another thing that we do to reduce waste is to use rags instead of paper towel for cleaning. So instead of using paper towel to clean your mirrors or your windows or your glass or to wipe up spills or to wipe down the bathroom counter, use rags instead. It saves so much. We have these bins, and I'll show you a few more. This one is under my kitchen sink, and we just have a lot of old rags. What I like to use is old towels, and I just cut them into squares. They're very absorbent, and we have a ton of them. So I don't even buy paper towel or paper napkins. I also keep a bin of cleaning cloths in my bathroom, so I can easily grab these to wipe down the mirror and the sink. I have one of these in my boys' bathroom as well. Another way to reduce waste is by using reusable bags, whether it be at the grocery store or anywhere that you normally would get a plastic bag. One thing that you might not think about is the clothing store. So you could bring a large tote bag instead of getting a plastic bag. Another great thing is to keep your bags in your car, because we might have great intentions to use a reusable bag, but we might forget them at home. So get in the habit of putting them back in your car once you unload your groceries or once you have put away your clothing items or whatever you have purchased. Another great way to reduce waste is to go paperless whenever possible. We pay many of our bills online and don't get a lot of paper bills, which is a great way to reduce waste, because not only do you get your bill in the mail, but there's also the envelope to mail your bill back a lot of the time, and sometimes there's filler mail in there. So it's a great way to reduce waste. You can check and see if they have a paperless option for whatever bills that you normally pay. Another thing that you can do is to ask around at your children's school to see if you can go paperless as much as possible. Your schools might already be doing a lot of these things, but if not, just bring it up, and it will not only reduce waste, but it will also save the school some money. There is so much paper generated from school, and some of it is necessary, but in a lot of ways we can do a lot of things electronically now, and I have noticed at my boys' school a lot of things are done electronically. So just bring it up in a parent meeting or wherever you feel appropriate, and ask about your children's school lunch menus. Those can be done electronically. A lot of the paper sent home can simply just be done through email, and it doesn't hurt to bring it up, but I know that it really has reduced a lot of paper waste by not getting a lot of those papers sent home and just checking my email. I would love for you to join this challenge with me. I will put a link below so that you can simply join the challenge. I would also love to hear how you are reducing waste in your home and just the different ideas that you might have for upcycling things or reusing things. Also check out Tom's of Maine YouTube channel for more ideas. Thank you so much for watching.